Hello, welcome to Two Birds. I'm Fiona and this is Ralphie. And today I'm sharing a 60-minute heart opening practice from the Studio 60 series of classes. And this practice moves at a mindful pace and slowly builds heat uh, and focuses physically on opening up across the chest as well as creating a little bit more mobility through your spine and your shoulders. And for practice today, I would recommend having a blanket that you could roll up, and if you like practicing with props, a yoga block as well. I really hope you enjoy the practice and it leaves you feeling a little bit more spacious and open, receptive for the rest of your day. Thanks so much for joining us. Namaste.
And begin your practice by rolling your blanket into a long sausage shape and place it horizontally across your mat. And then slowly lower yourself back so the blanket rests just beneath the bottom tips of your shoulder blades. And then extend your legs forward and allow your arms to rest out to your sides. So you could take a T shape with your arms or perhaps a loose cactus shape if that feels more comfortable. Turn your palms to face the sky and then take a few moments to settle in. You might gently smooth the skin under your back body so you feel evenly supported, and allow your spine to softly drape over the blanket. So you invite a gentle opening through the front of your body. Softly close your eyes or take a gentle gaze down the tip of your nose and allow your attention to move more inward. Notice your breathing. And just notice your energy levels as you start your practice. Just sensing your body as it arrives today. And perhaps there are places that already feel spacious in your body, and perhaps there are places that are asking for a little bit more patience and care. So without trying to change anything, simply acknowledge where you're beginning from, and that can become the foundation for your practice ahead. The front of your body is often where we hold ourselves. It's often where we brace and protect and carry the day. And today's practice isn't about forcing ourselves open. Instead, we'll gently create the conditions for openness. We'll explore a little bit more space across your chest, in your shoulders, and inside your breath. And then discover how strength can support that space. Sometimes the body doesn't need more effort. Sometimes it simply needs more permission. So permission to soften, permission to open. Take a slow, steady breath in here. And exhale with a sense of ease. Again, a long, unhurried inhale. And a slow, complete exhale. Take one more cycle of breath. And just notice if your breath has already found somewhere new to travel. And then slowly blink your eyes open if you had them closed. Clear your gaze. Bend your knees and roll out to one side. Just pause for a moment. And as you're ready, slowly press your way up to kneel at the back of your mat. And bring your hands to prayer at your heart. Link your thumbs now, spread all your fingers on your inhale, kneel high, reach your arms overhead, and gently lift your heart into a mild back bend. Press lightly through your shins as your hips lengthen forward. And then on your exhale, cactus your arms and lower your seat to your heels. Draw your inner elbows back. Take one more full breath in. And on your exhale, take eagle arms, wrap your right arm over your left, and either bring your palms together or simply hold opposite shoulders. Lift your elbow slightly and gently reach your forearms forward. Feel your shoulder blades softly spreading apart. On your next inhale, cactus your arms, lift your chest, and then exhale, eagle arms, wrap your left arm over your right. Just pause for 3 breaths. On your inhale, release your arms, stand high on your shins, lift your hips, reach your arms overhead. Stay tall, just lower and interlace your fingers behind your back. Take another breath in, kneeling high, chest up, knuckles down. And then on your exhale, lower your seat to your heels and fold over your thighs. Float your arms away from your back in your own comfortable range. No need to add pressure to this shape as you start your practice. Just notice what's available. One more steady breath in and out. And then release your hands, lift your chest, rise to kneel high. And then lower your hands to prayer, center of your chest. Balance on your left shin now and step your right foot forward into a low lunge, vinyasa. Just pausing here, scissoring your legs toward one another to steady yourself. A light squeeze to your left buttocks. A nice even breath. And then link your thumbs, space your fingers, reach your arms overhead, lift through your heart. On your exhale, half splits, Ardha Hanuman. Fingertips to the floor, work towards straightening your front leg. Pause and hold here. Just moving dynamically now on your fingertips. Inhale, lunge forward, lift your chest. Exhale, half splits. Once more with your breath rhythm. And now as you lunge forward, plant your hands, stay on your left knee and sweep your right leg long behind you. Point your toes. Take an inhale here, lift your chest. And on your exhale, lightly tap your toes to the floor. On your inhale, lift. Exhale, draw your right knee in toward your nose, round your spine. Inhale, reach back. Exhale, tap your toes down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, knee to nose. One more round. And then reach your right leg long and pause. Transition into a modified half moon on your left. So pivot your left foot behind you, turn your hips to the right. Right arm reaching toward the sky. Engaging your outer right hip to lift your right leg. Flex your foot. And then lower your right hand and return to all fours. Ease back to child's pose, buttocks to your heels. Taking a full cycle of breath. And then walk your hands in, lift your chest, rise to kneel high. And bring your hands to prayer, center of your chest, just finding your midline and open posture. Balance on your right shin now and step your left foot forward and find your low lunge. Pausing here. One breath now. Link your thumbs, space your fingers, reach your arms overhead, just a mild back bend. On your exhale, half splits, Ardha Hanuman. Straighten into your left leg. Dig your left heel down and back against the resistance of the mat, reaching your heart forward. On your fingertips now, breath to movement. Inhale, lunge, half splits. Once more, glide with your breath. As you lunge forward, frame your left foot with your hands. Stay on your right knee and sweep your left leg back. Finding balance here, point your toes. Inhale, a cow back, arch your spine. Exhale, tap your left toes to the floor. Inhale, lift. Exhale, core lunge, rounding your spine, a cat back. Inhale, extend. Exhale, tap your toes down. Breathe in to lift. Exhale, curl in. One more round in your own time. And then reach your left leg long and hold. Moving into your modified half moon on your right. Left foot flexed, your left thigh engaged. And then lower your left hand to the floor, return to all fours. And from here, step out to plank pose. Pushing down through your hands, lifting your chest just a little away from the floor, thighs firm and engaged, eyes slightly forward. Hold for one more breath in. And on your exhale, lower your knees and come to your belly for a striking cobra. We'll move slow. Step your fingertips off the side edges of your mat, elbows up. Press the tops of your feet into the floor, engaging your legs. On your inhale, begin to lift your chest. And rather than pushing yourself upward, feel your sternum reaching forward and then up. And then exhale, slowly lower. Again, inhale, lengthen first, then gently rise. Your collarbones broad, back of your neck long. Exhale, release. One more, just moving with your own breath. And then lower all the way down. Hands to your mat, press your hips back, come to extended child's pose. Stretch your arms forward. And let your chest soften over your thighs. Take a slow breath into your back body. And as you breathe out, allow your shoulders to soften. And just notice the contrast, strength, and then ease, opening, and then resting. Stay for one more cycle of breath. And then glide up onto all fours, tuck your toes under, and lift your hips, downward facing dog. And take your time to arrive. You might like to pedal your heels, or perhaps both knees stay generously bent. So focus on lengthening your spine, lifting your hips up and away from your wrists. And allow your head to hang freely. Just feel your breath settle into an easy rhythm. One more full breath in and a slow breath out. Look toward your hands, bend the knees and step up to the top of your mat. Space your feet there about hips width apart. Take a halfway lift, lengthen your spine forward, and then gently forward fold toward your legs. Next breath in, slowly rise to stand. Circle your arms overhead. Join your palms and lower your hands together at your heart. Just taking a pause here, feel the steadiness beneath your feet. Feel for a gentle lift through your chest and open posture. Just simply standing with a little bit more space than where you began. On your inhale now, link your thumbs, space your fingers, reach your arms overhead, lift through your side body, a mild back bend. On your exhale, interlace your fingers behind your back, bend your knees and fold forward over your legs. Allow your hands to drift away from your back, only as much as your shoulders comfortably allow. From here, hold your bind. Inhale, lengthen your spine forward, straight legs, flat back. And exhale, forward fold once more. Release your hands to your shins, a halfway lift. On your exhale, step your right foot back, low lunge. Flowing with your breath. Link your thumbs, reach your arms up, arch back. On your exhale now, half splits, hands can ground or aeroplane arms. On your inhale, return, low lunge, arms sweep up. And on your exhale, take an open twist to your left. Just feel your breath broaden across your chest. Reach to the edge of your fingers. Next inhale, return through center, reach your arms overhead. And here, backstroke your arms wide and down to the floor. You get a little bend in the elbows there. Frame out your left foot. Step back to plank pose and pause. Press the floor away. Greet your shape with a breath. Just stay with me here. We're going to shift the hips back toward downward dog and lower onto the forearms for dolphin pose. Next inhale, come to forearm plank. Step your feet back and bring your body parallel with the floor. And on an exhale, lower your knees and come to your belly for sphinx pose. Walk onto your forearms. Elbows just a little forward of your shoulders or under your shoulders, and then broaden across your collarbones. Lift your heart without hardening into your low back. 2 more steady breaths. And then lower your chest. With your knees down, tuck your toes and just lift your chest. Return to your forearm plank. Then lift your knees. And then lift your hips. Find your dolphin once more. Down dog on the forearms. Then press firmly into your hands. Return to downward facing dog. You might like to step your hands back. Find your comfortable stride. Anchor your hands into the mat, lift your right leg for down dog splits. On your exhale, just slowly step your right foot between your hands and come to runner's lunge. Onto the fingertips, lengthen your spine, firm your left thigh. And on your exhale, supported warrior 3, shift your weight into your right foot. Walk your fingers forward to the floor or perhaps a block, and your left leg lifts. Reaching actively through your left heel and lengthen the crown of your head forward. So rather than lifting the leg higher, think about growing longer. You could place a bend in your standing leg for a little bit more range. Take one more breath. And on your exhale, knees bend and step up, top of the mat. Inhale, halfway lift and forward fold. Inhale, rise slow to stand, circle your arms overhead. Join your palms, hands to your heart center. Just a moment to pause. Feel the rhythm of your practice beginning to settle. Notice your breathing. And take the second side. Space your feet, hips width apart. Link your thumbs, spread your fingers. Inhale, reach your arms overhead, mild back bend. Exhale, sweep your hands behind your back, interlace your fingers, and forward fold over your legs. Hold your bind. Inhale, lengthen your spine halfway, knuckles back. Exhale and refold toward your leg. Release your hands, take a halfway lift. And step your left foot back, low lunge, Anjaneyasana. Once you're steady, when you're ready, link your thumbs, reach up, arch back. On your exhale, half splits, aeroplane arms or fingertips to the floor. On your inhale, return to your low lunge, both arms overhead. Exhale, open twist to your right. On your inhale, return through center, arms sweep high. And then exhale, backstroke your arms, little bend in the elbows, circle your hands to the floor. Step back to plank pose, pause. And then shift your hips back toward downward dog and lower onto your forearms for dolphin pose. Nice steady breathe. On your inhale, come forward to a forearm plank pose, stepping your feet back. And then lower your knees to the floor and come to your belly for sphinx pose. Take your time, walk onto your forearms. Inhale, lift your heart. And exhale. Knees down, lift to forearm plank. Lift your knees and reverse to dolphin pose. And then press firmly into your hands, straighten your arms, come to downward facing dog. And find your comfortable stride. Adjust your hands, your feet. Inhale, down dog splits, lift your left leg. Exhale, step your left foot forward and come to runner's lunge. Nice long stride there on the fingertips. Take a breath. On your exhale, hands walk forward, supported warrior 3. Your right leg lifts, lifting from your inner thigh, flexing your foot. One more smooth breath. And then exhale, soft knees, step up, top of the mat. Lengthen and forward fold. Rise to stand on the new breathe. And hands lower to your heart center. Once more, a moment to pause. Find ease. A steady breathe. With your feet spaced, on your inhale now, chair pose, Utkatasana. Few breaths here, bend your knees and reach your arms overhead. You can sit a little deeper into your legs if you have the space, lifting your chest. And then inhale, press into your right foot, rise to Stork pose. Lift your left knee and lower your arms alongside your body, just finding balance. We'll march our chair now. Inhale, return to chair pose, Utkatasana. Exhale, ground into your left foot, rise to Stork pose, right knee lifts, arms by your side. Once more, flow into chair pose. Balance on your right foot, your left knee lifts, arms by your side for Stork pose. Hold here. And then slowly step your left foot back, come to warrior one as your arms reach forward and up. Like a wider stance here, your feet about hip width apart just to allow your hips and low back to feel comfortable. And then press down through your feet. Feel your left thigh engaged, your heart lifting, arms reaching. Take a breath in. On your exhale, cactus your arms and lift through your heart. Another breath in. And then take eagle arms. Wrap your left arm over your right. Lift your elbows slightly, forearms forward. Inhale, straighten your right leg. On your exhale, humble warrior with eagle arms. Rebend your right knee and fold any amount to the inside of your front thigh. Try and hug your right hip in toward your midline as you firm and stabilize your left foot into the floor. And then press firmly through your feet, rise all the way up, unravel your arms, reach toward the sky. And on your exhale, backstroke your arms and lower your hands to the floor. Step back to plank pose. And then shift back toward down dog, forearms lower, dolphin pose. Inhale, forearm plank pose, step your feet back. And then lower your knees and come to your belly, this time for locust pose, Shavasana. Reach your arms alongside your body, stretch back through all your toes. And then lift your chest, your arms, your legs. One more breath in. And then melt down to the floor. Come back to your forearms. We're reversing back. Keep the knees down. Just lift your chest, forearm plank, and then lift your knees. Return through dolphin pose, down dog on your forearms. Lift your hips. And then press into your hands. Downward facing dog. Just allow your breath to settle here. On your inhale, raise your right leg, down dog split. On your exhale, step forward to a runner's lunge. Take a breath on your fingertips, lengthen your spine. And on your exhale now, a long pyramid. Lift your hips. Work towards straightening your right leg. And you might like to place your hands on a block or 2 blocks here, framing out your front foot. And as you linger, press into both feet. And if you have space, draw your right hip back a little. Level out through your sacrum, your hips. On your inhale, a halfway lift, lengthen your spine forward. Exhale, supported warrior 3. Lift and engage your left leg. Try and find balance across your hips there, perhaps a bend in your right knee. And we'll add the movement we explored earlier. On your inhale, point your left toes, lift your chest. Exhale, lightly tap your left toes to the floor. Inhale, lift. Exhale, draw your knee toward your nose. Inhale, kick back. Exhale, tap down. Breathe in to lift. Exhale, curl in. Reach long now and pause. And then bend both knees and step up top of your mat. Halfway lift, lengthen your spine. Forward fold toward your thighs. Inhale, rise to stand. And hands to prayer. Take a few breaths, pausing again, standing tall. Second side, inhale, chair pose. Few breaths here. Sit down nice and low so your shins move back in space and your sitting bones lift toward your pelvis. Then balance on your left foot, rise to stork pose. Your right knee lifts and lower your arms. Inhale, return to chair pose. Exhale, ground into your right foot, rise to stork, left knee lifts. Once more, chair pose, Utkatasana. And balance on your left foot, stork pose. Right knee lifts, hold your balance. And then just take a slow step back with your right foot for warrior 1, arms reach forward and up. Steady gaze, smooth breathe. Inhale here. Exhale, cactus your arms with an open heart. Take another breath in. And then take your eagle wrap, right arm over your left. On your inhale, straighten your left leg. On your exhale, humble warrior with eagle arms, rebend your left knee and fold forward inside your left thigh. Keep your right thigh firmly engaged, your right heel anchored so you don't feel too top heavy. Gentle broadening in your upper back. Then press firmly through your feet, rise all the way up, unwrap your arms, and then backstroke your arms. Circle your hands to the floor. Step back to plank pose. And then lower onto your forearms for dolphin pose. Forearm plank pose. And then lower your knees and come down onto your belly for locust pose. Option to bind your hands behind your back if that feels available, or just fly the hands free. On your inhale, lift your arms, your legs and your chest. And then soften down to the floor. Bring your forearms forward, reversing back with your knees down, lift to forearm plank. Then lift your knees, press back, Dolphin pose. Press through your hands and come to downward facing dog. A nice full breath in and out. On your inhale, left leg rises, down dog splits. And then step to runner's lunge. Take a breath, heart forward. And on your exhale, long pyramid, lift your hips, straighten into your left leg. Hands to blocks to elevate your shape and offer a little bit more space here. Press your feet firmly down and away from the floor, energize the legs. Next inhale, lengthen your spine forward. And exhale, supported warrior 3. Hands forward to the floor or a block, float your right leg. So your left knee could be a little bit bent here. Inhale, point your right toes, reach your chest forward. Exhale, tap your right toes to the floor. Inhale, raise your leg. Exhale, curl your knee in. Inhale, extend. Tap down. Lift and curl in. Reach your legs straight back. And then bend your knees and step up to the top of the mat. Open and fold with your breath. And rise slow to stand. Lower your hands to your heart. Reset here. Smooth the rhythm of your breath. Our final round, and we'll add on here. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, stork pose. Lift your left knee and hold. Arms float down by your side. Just find your balance, a steady drishti. And then reach your arms overhead. And twist open to your left. So right hand to your outer left knee and reach your left arm back in space. You can turn your gaze to the left if you have your balance. On your inhale, return through center. And then we'll come to eagle pose. Tee out your arms, bend your knees and wrap your left leg over your right. Once you have your balance, right arm over your left to wrap your arms in Garudasana. And then slowly unravel, return to Stork, your left knee lifts. Bring your hands to prayer, center of your chest. With control now, begin to hinge forward into Warrior 3, Virabhadrasana 3, your left leg back. Could be a grounded option here with your hands on the floor or a block. And then lower your hands to the floor and step your left foot back. Come to runner's lunge. On your fingertips, take a breath, widen your collarbones. On your exhale, pyramid, lift your hips and straighten your legs. Stay for a full breath in and a complete breath out. Inhale, lunge forward and ground your left heel, rise to warrior 2. Allow your gaze to settle beyond your front fingertips, softening your shoulders, deepening your lunge if you have the space. On your inhale, reverse triangle, straighten your legs, reach your right arm up and back. Keep your breath nice and spacious here. Keep your legs straight. Exhale, triangle pose, Trikonasana. So try and extend forward over your right thigh before lowering down, and then left arm to the sky. Just feel for a spaciousness across your chest, expanding from your center to the edge of your fingers. And then transition into a half moon pose, our final balance. Right hand forward to the floor or to a block. Raise and engage your left leg. Ardha Chandrasana. And if you'd like to explore a bind, bend your left knee, reach for your foot with your left hand for Ardha Chandra Japasana. And then return to your half moon if you had the bind. Lower your hand to the floor, return, runner's lunge. Then turn and face the left long edge of your mat. A wide-legged fold, angle your heels out, toes in. Take a halfway lift. And then a soft fold between your wide legs. And see if you can move your weight toward the fronts of your heels, engaging your thighs. And then there's no need to pull yourself any deeper, just simply settle your breathing, rest your head toward the floor. And then breathe your chest forward, a halfway lift. Turn and face the top of your space and take a vinyasa that feels right for your body now. Perhaps moving through plank and cobra or an up dog. Maybe you take child's pose. We'll all meet back in downward facing dog. Preparing to move, send your gaze forward, bend your knees, and step or float to the top of your mat. Ardha Uttanasana, lengthen halfway, and forward fold Uttanasana. Rise, come to stand, sweep your arms overhead, Urdhva Hastasana, and hands to prayer. Our final side coming up, and allow your breath to guide your rhythm here as you move. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, stork. Lift your right knee and pause, arms down by your side. Finding balance, steady gaze forward, and slowly raise your arms overhead. Twist open to your right, your left hand to your outer right knee, right arm back. On your inhale, return through center. And then take your arms wide to a T, bend your knees for eagle pose, Garudasana. Wrap your right leg over your left. Hug your legs together, and just as you're ready, left arm over your right. And slowly, pardon me, unravel, return to stork, right knee lifted. And then lower your hands to prayer at your heart center, gliding into your warrior three. Right leg back. Few breaths here. You're welcome to take your hands to the floor. And then land softly into a runner's lunge. Take a breath to ground yourself. And take the heat out of the legs, a long pyramid. Lift your hips, straighten your legs. Take a full cycle of breath. And then lunge forward, ground your right heel. Rise to Warrior Two, Virabhadrasana 2. Settle steady into both feet. Lengthen your spine tall, open posture, and your arms equally engaged. Inhale, reverse triangle, straighten your left leg, reach your left arm up and back. And then flow into your triangle pose, Trikonasana. You can take a few breaths to arrive. Just concentrate on lengthening both sides of your waist. So once you've found your shape, just explore softening your right ribs down to find more space from your left hip to your left armpit. And transition to half moon pose. Left hand to the floor or your block and your right leg lifts. And just as we did earlier, using your outer right hip muscles to lift and engage your right leg. An option to take Shavasana, bending your right knee, connecting your right hand with your right foot. Return to your half moon if you had the bind, extend. And then softly land into a lunge, right foot to the back of your mat. Turning to your right, face the long edge of your mat and come to a wide-legged forward fold Prasarita Padottanasana. Option here to take your peace fingers, your thumbs around your big toes with a bind. Few breaths here, lengthen and fold. Inhale, release your hands to the floor, a halfway lift. And then face the top of your mat. Step back through your preferred flow. And we're going to meet up in a child's pose. Knees can go wide or together. And let this shape land your breath into a slower cadence now, a softer body, just finding ease. And walking your hands back in toward you, lift your chest and bring your legs forward. We'll move into a reverse tabletop. Place your hands behind you and your feet hips width apart, knees bent. Then press firmly through your hands and your feet. Lift your hips, engage your glutes, and let your chest gently broaden here. Just notice how your shoulders feel, how open you feel across your chest, the capacity of your breath here. And on your exhale, lower slowly to the floor. Cross your right shin in front of your left. So cross roughly at the middle shins, flex your feet, or if you have the space in your hips, option to take firelock pose, stacking your shins there, narrowing your knees. And then take the next few breaths to fold forward over your legs any amount. Just rest your hands wherever they naturally land. And allow the weight of your body to settle, perhaps consciously relaxing into your hips and your buttocks, your upper body, shoulders, your head. You could stay here for a little more sensation, and you have the space, walk your hands over to your right. And then walk your hands back through center, slowly rise and return to your reverse tabletop. You're welcome to take a reverse plank here, East pose, if you're up for it, here at the end of the practice. Hands behind you once more, press the floor away, lift your heart. And then softly lower down. Crossing your legs, left shin in front of your right, or firelock pose. And taking the next few breaths to fold forward once more. Cultivating a sense of ease now after your effort. Option to walk your hands over to your left. Just stay for a couple of quiet breaths. And then walk your hands back in, lift your chest, and we'll recline onto our backs. So please take a few moments, gather any additional layers or props you might like to have with you. I'm going to take my rolled blanket and we'll move into Supta Baddha Konasana, so bringing the soles of your feet together, knees wide. I'm going to place the blanket over the soles of my feet around to my outer hips for a little bit more support and comfort. Just rest comfortably back here. One hand over your heart, the other over your lower ribs or your abdomen. If it feels comfortable, you can close your eyes. Just connect with your breathing, gentle rise and fall of your breath. So resting now into the space you've created in your body. Now that you've moved and warmed and opened your body, just notice the contrast, how rest feels in this posture. Perhaps your breath feels a little bit more spacious. Stillness, perhaps a little easier to access. Just embracing the opportunity to be still here in this shape. You might like to stretch out into Shavasana, legs out long, arms wide. And cultivating a feeling of calm and absorbing that through your whole body. You're free to rest. Slightly longer Shavasana now. I'll be back to guide you back in a few minutes. And drifting your awareness back. Just start by deepening your breathing. And then bring some gentle movement into your hands and your feet. You might like to take a long stretch out through your body, arms overhead. Just slowly, unhurried now. Bend your knees, take your feet to the floor. And roll out to your right side. And slowly make your way back up to a comfortable seat. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me today. Have a great day ahead. Namaste.